Dynamic layers are a very simple but very powerful way to make gauges change based on the aircraft in use. They are useful because it stops the need to create multiple different panels that use the same or similar gauges for every aircraft you use. For example, the color arcs around an airspeed dial will be different for each aircraft, although the airspeed dial could be suitable for use with multiple aircraft. In our example, we will demonstrate how simple it is to change color arcs on an airspeed dial based on the aircraft in use. First, select the layer that will be dynamically changed, and simply enable is dynamic layer. This indicates that this layer can be dynamically replaced by another layer, dependent upon the aircraft in use. We can now copy all the parts on this layer, to use in our new replacement layer. We need to increase the layer quantity, so we can add the new dynamic layer. Paste the parts we have copied on the new dynamic layer, so they can be altered. Now indicate that this layer replaces another layer, in our case, layer 5. We now tick which aircraft this layer should be used with. Now, when this airspeed gauge is used with the Asobo TBM 930, layer 8 will be used instead of layer 5, all other aircraft will use layer 5. We can now make the color arc changes for this dynamic layer. Some important points to remember. If you change the intervals on a gauge, remember to update the rotation options, otherwise the needle will give incorrect readings. You can assign multiple aircraft to use a dynamic layer. You can have as many dynamic layers as you wish. If you wish to use a single panel for multiple aircraft, design gauges to be generic, and use dynamic layers for aircraft-specific options. This concludes our tutorial. I hope you found it useful.